Hello everyone, it's Terry. Welcome back to another edition of An Orchid Today. This is sort of a follow-up, more of an in-depth description of the Bulbos that I got at Hausermanns. If you missed that video, I'll put a link somewhere up here maybe to that video. It was such a fun live as you watched me make my purchases. I went around Hausermanns, but anyway, to make a long story short, these are the three that I got. And they said that they weren't on special, but they had to be. These were $15. They look like they're divisions to me. They're all hybrids. Well, this one is a species. I'll just start with this one. This is Bulbos longiflorum, but it is a dark spot clone. And what attracted me was the leaves are darker. You can see the red splotches across the leaves. Bulbos longiflorum is native to Africa, also Australia, New Guinea, Fiji, Tahiti, those areas. It grows epiphytically in forests, usually in deep shade, but it can take some sun. In Australia, they grow in the rainforests, along streams, as I said. They grow on trees and vines where there's a lot of humidity, a lot of air movement. So they do get a fair amount of light, although they do like shade. But I think it just depends on the area in which they're growing in. They do like high humidity all year round, although towards the end of the winter, they like the humidity to drop down to about 50% as it approaches spring. These plants should always be kept moist. They should never be allowed to dry out, although they do like less water in the winter, but they should never be allowed to dry out. And you can tell if they're drying out by the pseudobulbs will become to get wrinkled. And this flower of this, I'll put a picture. Longifolium usually blooms in umbels that arise from the inflorescence that comes from the base of the pseudobulb. This is just a seedling. And the difference between this one, longiflorum, is usually a yellow flower, yellow petal with hairy sort of pink lip. But the petals are yellow. On this one, the petals are yellow with spots going through them, and I'll put a picture of that if I haven't put it up there already. So that's a really nice thing. Like I said, it was $15. The next one that I got here, this is Shiro Kurizaki, which is a cross between Lasiocylum and Fascinator. Again, I view these as divisions, plentiful roots. The culture is fairly similar. This is comprised of, as I said, Fascinator and Lasiocylum. Fascinator is a hybrid that's from Malaysia, Borneo, and the Philippines. Both of these are from very wet forests, from sea level to moderate altitude, so they get pretty much a lot of rain year-round, although in the winter, as I've said, they get less water. These typically bloom in the fall, end of summer into fall, early winter. This flower is going out, but you can still see all of the little dots, the spots and stripes, kind of, on the petal. There's another flower in there. The other hybrid of this is Lasiocylum. Lasiocylum is from Thailand as well, from Malaysia, and Lasiocylum blooms at the same time, likes frequent water. Both of these like hot temperatures, a little less of fertilizer in the wintertime. Little to none. And the last one that I have here is another hybrid, and I was actually looking on YouTube and saw that Orchidea had just made a video in November on this plant. So she has, I don't know what sex Orchidea is. I'm assuming it's a female, although it could be a male. I'm sorry if I offended, but Orchidea explains how they grow this plant. Theirs is mounted with sphagnum at the roots on the mount. This has 3 spikes for me. Again, this came from Hausermann, came in spike. It is consisted of Butylatum and Ornithissimum. Ornithissimum is a fragrant species. Forget where it's from. I think Ornithissimum is from India. It is. It's from India, and again, likes it wet with some drying off in the winter, a little less humidity towards the beginning of summer, but likes high humidity, like 80 to 85% at least. Likes dappled shade, dappled sun, I should say. It can handle more sun. Butylatum is more of a spotted bulbophyllum. It's a species, and Butylatum comes from China and Himalayas region. And Butylatum pretty much likes the same conditions. Butylatum is not fragrant. That's pretty much what my hybrids are. And this is my edition of An Orchid a Day. Hopefully you enjoyed my video. And I'll see you soon.